All right, guys, let's talk the heavyweights. All right, let's go back to talking heavyweights. Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua, June 1st, because that's what I'm hearing now, bro. That's what I'm hearing now. Obviously, this past weekend, Andy Ruiz, I believe he beat Dimitrenko, and he immediately called out Anthony Joshua for June 1st. Now, that's a fight that I would not mind, okay? Because first of all, we need to get Andy Ruiz out there again. Because, when he lost to Joseph Parker, he kind of like fell off the mat. Right? He just fell off like the planet Earth. Like he disappeared. I haven't heard from him. And then he came back, against Dimitrenko and knocked him out. Or stopped him via TKO, right? So it would be good just to have his name out there again. Now, I'm telling you this though, Andy Ruiz is definitely like a better known opponent than somebody like a Michael Hunter. Because the guys that they're saying could fight AJ is Manuel Char, Michael Hunter. Andy Ruiz is now thrown in the mix. Luis Ortiz, forget it. I told you, I made a video telling you guys that he's being blocked. He's not going to be allowed to face Anthony Joshua, and I'm sticking with that. I'm telling you, that's not going to happen. I already know Luis Ortiz. He's just a talker, but he really doesn't fancy the fight with Anthony Joshua, and that's why it's not going to happen. Okay, so it's really between Manuel Char, Michael Hunter, and Andy Ruiz. And let's be real, who's the more credible opponent? Manuel Char, Michael Hunter, or Andy Ruiz? Andy Ruiz, because at least he's fought guys that we know of. I mean, at least he's fought and done well against credible heavyweights. Like he did well against Joseph Parker. Michael Hunter, I think he fought twice at heavyweight, but it was against, it was against really guys that, they're nobodies. I think he beat Ustinov, who was washed up. And then he beat that British prospect. I think he's from the UK. But, he was a prospect. So you can't really, how big of a deal was that, right? To be honest with you. Manuel Char has always lost against every top heavyweight he's ever fought. He's never been a top heavyweight because he's not a top heavyweight. So I just think that Andy Ruiz is a good fighter, and plus he's in his prime. So I wouldn't mind that. But, I saw somebody say, hey, how come, because people were saying, including guys like myself, were saying, well, Al Heyman was blocking, Luis Ortiz. And then people saying, well, how come he's not blocking Andy Ruiz? Because Andy Ruiz also fights for PBC. Well, it's simple. Al Heyman doesn't really care too much about Andy Ruiz, all right? He never fought Deontay Wilder, right? He's not Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz is put on a high pedestal. Al Heyman knows this because he's supposedly a boogeyman. So he doesn't want to put Luis Ortiz in there with Anthony Joshua and then risk Anthony Joshua destroying Luis Ortiz, making his heavyweight Deontay Wilder look bad. And plus, he also doesn't want to ruin the fact that he wants to make the rematch happen between Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder. And if he put Luis Ortiz in there with Anthony Joshua, and if he gets knocked the fuck out, well, that just fucking ruined the rematch for Deontay Wilder, didn't it? That just ruined the in-house fight for Deontay Wilder. But when it comes to Andy Ruiz, again, he has let some of his heavyweights fight Anthony Joshua, like Charles Martin, like Dominic Brazil. But again, all these guys were not in the same quality as somebody like Luis Ortiz, in my opinion. And I think he knows this. Again, he wants to save Luis Ortiz for Deontay Wilder because he wants to have another in-house fight with Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. Andy Ruiz is not in the mix. He's not in line for fighting, Deontay Wilder next. So that's why he wants to. He wouldn't care if that happens. Again, I would not care. I would not mind that fight, Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua. I just think it's better than Joshua versus Charles and Michael Hunter at this point. But like I said, I heard that it wasn't today supposed to be the day that Eddie Hearn was supposed to announce Anthony Joshua's next opponent. Because I remember like a week ago I read something where they were like Tuesday Eddie Hearn's going to announce Anthony Joshua's next opponent. Today's Tuesday, so maybe maybe he is gonna announce. I don't know. I haven't checked. Like I said, I haven't really been doing research on boxing for like the past 4 days because I've been away from my crib. So I guess I need to do some research to see what the hell's going on. When is Anthony Joshua going to? When is Eddie Hearn going to announce his Joshua's next fight? Hopefully, hopefully it's Andy Ruiz again. I wouldn't mind that fight. Okay, I really won't. I really wouldn't. To be honest, if he fought Michael Hunter, like the one I would not want to see him in there against the most is Emmanuel Char. I hate that fight. I do not want to see AJ versus Emmanuel Char. Hell no. So anyone but Emmanuel Char. So even if it's Michael Hunter, even though I wouldn't be really happy about that fight, at least it's not Emmanuel Char, So, but like I said, Andy Ruiz is a good candidate. He kind of he's like a Mexican version of what's his name, Adam Konecki. Maybe he's faster hand speed, maybe he's a little bit better coordinated, but yeah. What do you guys think of that fight? What do you guys think of Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua? Let me know in the comment section below of this video. And I'm gonna try to make as many videos as I can today, just because I haven't been making videos these past couple days, so I'm going to try and catch up with the news. All right, guys, I'm out. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, as always. Bye-bye.